As humans, we love to put things in boxes. We love to categorize our music by genre: rock, electronic, hip hop, polka. We do the exact same thing with art. We talk about Renaissance painters, Impressionists, modern art, pop art, street art, digital art, video game art. We love to just put them in the box and say, this is who you are. And then I found today's artist, and she's two completely opposite things. Welcome to the second episode of Best Art on Earth, the show where I break down all of my favorite art that I can find on this planet. And why are they the best? Because I said so. This show isn't just for artists. This show is for anybody who likes to look at beautiful art and then want to understand why it's such a beautiful piece of art. Who are we talking about today? Her art name is THEOBANOTH. That's what she goes by all her social media and website. But her real name is Hannah Webb. She has such a wild range of subjects, and she does food, she does animals, she does close-ups of eyes and mouths, three-eyed monsters, to even desk, chairs, and fan art. The reason why I've chosen this sloth piece, it has a little bit of everything in her style all wrapped into one. I'm gonna take this piece and put it up on my iPad and explain to you why this is such an awesome piece of art. The biggest thing to notice right off the bat is not what she's doing, but what she's purposely not doing. Hannah does her best at having almost no texture on this painting whatsoever. She likes that shine and smooth feel to all of her paintings, to the point where she doesn't ever paint on actual canvas. She doesn't like the texture. She only paints on wood panels so she can get these really clean, smooth brush strokes. She's even gone to the point of figuring out the right paint and the right consistency so that when she puts a stroke down, it almost always completely covers the paint underneath. She doesn't want any transparency. She doesn't want any texture. There's a little bit here and there, but it's negligible. She just wants clean, bold strokes on every bit of this. So what Hannah is doing then is she's taking what I'm going to call lines, these thick, chunky brush strokes, and she does about 95% of this painting with just thick strokes. Then, right where she wants your focal point or the emphasis, she'll break it. She wants you looking right here the whole time. And if you notice, that's where she'll do the more realistic shapes for the eyes and the more realistic nose and mouth. She'll break her pattern of all of these really comfortable, clean, rectangular shapes, and she'll break it right in the spots that she wants you to look. And that creates contrast, right? So all 85% of it's here, and then the 10 to 15% she wants you to see is different. That's contrast. Here's the part I think that everybody gets wrong about Hannah's work. I would say the initial person on seeing Hannah's work would say, wow, she's amazing with color. And while that's true, I think that she picks really cool colors. I think that she really understands, that she picked blues and greens on this on purpose to have a more cold, relaxed, chill feel for the sloth. I would say that colors are not what you're actually enjoying here. Through the magic of digital art, I'm going to show you what this looks like if we take all the color away and make it monochromatic. Look at that. It still looks awesome. Why? What you're actually enjoying is the value, which is the lightness or darkness of a color. If we put up the color chart here, you got her darkest darks, especially I think the eyes are actually almost pure black. And then she's got her midtones, right? Moving up into this range right here. And then she's got her highlights. It doesn't matter that she used different colors. It matters that they were the right midtone, highlight, or shadow. That is the part that she's an absolute master at. So her secret weapon is that she nails the values. She can use whatever color she wants. As long as the value is correct, it's going to look right on the canvas. Now, I would say that this artwork is actually the great-great-great-great-grandchild of Van Gogh. If you think about Van Gogh's art, and I'll put it up here for you to see, what did Van Gogh do that made everyone so in love with his art? Well, he was an impressionistic painter. He spent more of his time making deliberate, strong brushstrokes to create an engaging piece that popped off the canvas. Almost all the things I just said, you could say the same for Hannah. Deliberate brushstrokes, bright colors. The difference is in how much time they spent controlling their brush. Hannah has almost a surgical, clean feel. She's an impressionistic painter, just like Van Gogh. I told you that Hannah is two completely opposite things. While at the same time that she's an impressionistic painter, she's also a realistic painter. Impressionism began as a way to rebel against the Renaissance or the perfectionist paintings that were happening at the time. Hannah's like both. If you look at impressionistic paintings, what most people see when they think of impressionistic paintings, we've got Monet, Matisse, and Van Gogh here. They look good, and with most fine art, when you back up and the roughness kind of gets smoothed out with distance, but I wouldn't say it looks more realistic. And yet, if we take Hannah's piece and we'll look at, okay, so you look up close, okay, definitely an impressionistic painting with how she's painted this. She's not trying to do every little detail. Zoom out. It looks super realistic from a distance. She's literally two opposing things. It's truly amazing that she can do impressionism and realism at the same time. If you like Anna's work as much as I do, go check her out on social media under THEOBANOTH. It is always awesome to see her work brighten your social media feed. Now, if you want to grab some of Hannah's work for yourself, her stuff is on her website. She does regular art drops and from time to time opens up commissions. Hannah already has a huge audience. If you plan on getting a piece of her work, I would suggest doing it sooner rather than later. I only see her art getting more and more popular as time goes on. Thank you, Hannah, to letting us check out your awesome art, and thanks to everybody who watched this video, and I'll see you next week.